Meta smart glasses have officially reached the point where they're exciting and confusing at the same time. You've got Ray-Ban Meta Gen 1, Gen 2, something called Meta Ray-Ban Display, and now Oakley is in the mix with not one, but two different Meta-powered glasses. Same company, same AI, totally different experiences. So in this video, I'm breaking it all down in plain English. What each pair actually does, who each one is meant for, and which one you should buy based on how you live your day. This isn't theory either. I've been using Meta smart glasses almost daily for over a year, and some of these differences only show up once you really live with them. Let's start with the big picture. Every pair of Meta smart glasses does the core things. They take photos, record video, play audio, handle calls, and give you hands-free access to Meta AI. But the experience changes a lot, depending on the model. Ray-Ban Meta Gen 1 is the cheapest and the most basic. It still works, but it feels like the first step. Shorter battery life, simpler video and fewer wow moments. Gen 2 is where things finally click. Better Meta. Much better battery, and an overall experience that just fits into everyday life without friction. That's why Gen 2 is the one most people end up loving. Then Oakley enters the chat. The Oakley Meta HSTN is basically Gen 2 on T and CD, but wrapped in a sportier Oakley frame. Same core features, same video quality, just a different style and Oakley SA Prism lenses, which are fantastic if you spend a lot of time outdoors. The Oakley Meta Vanguard goes even further. This one is clearly built for movement. Wraparound design, wider camera view, tougher water resistance, and battery tuned for long, active days. It's not trying to be subtle. It's trying to stay locked on your face while you're redoing things. And then there's the wild card, the Meta Ray-Ban Display. This is the only one with a built-in screen. And that single addition changes everything. Suddenly, you're not just hearing information, you're seeing it. Directions, messages, AI answers, recording previews, all floating in your field of view. It feels futuristic in the best way, but it also comes with trade-offs. Higher price, more complexity, and shorter battery life compared to Gen 2. Design-wise, Meta and Ray-Ban absolutely nailed the normal glasses look. Gen 1 and Gen 2 look like glasses people have worn for decades. Most people won't even realize they re-smart, unless you tap the frame or start talking to them. Oakley glasses, on the other hand, lean into performance. The HSTN still works for daily wear, but the Vanguard is unapologetically sporty. The display model is thicker, sure, but compared to other smart glasses with screens, it still looks surprisingly wearable. Comfort is better than you'd expect across the board. Even the heavier models don't feel heavy on your face. I've worn these 4 hours, walking, biking, working, and they disappear faster than most tech gadgets. Lens options also matter more than people think. Ray-Ban gives you clear, tinted, and transition lenses that darken automatically outside. Oakley counters with prism lenses that boost contrast and clarity, which genuinely makes a difference outdoors. The display is more limited here, which is one of its compromises. Now let's talk about the camera, because that's the feature people end up using the most. Photo quality is basically the same on all models. 12 megapixel, shots that are perfect for social media and everyday moments. The real difference shows up in field of view and video. Most Meta glasses record around 100 degrees, which is fine, but the camera sits on the left side of the frame. That means sometimes your framing is slightly off, unless you adjust your head. The Oakley Vanguard fixes that with a wider, centered view, which is a huge win for sports and action. Video quality jumps noticeably with Gen 2 and beyond thanks to 3K recording. It's sharper, cleaner, and just looks more modern. The display doesn't hit 3,000, but it gives you something no other model does. The ability to see exactly what you're re-recording. That alone makes filming feel less like guessing and more like actually composing a shot. Add the wrist-controlled digital zoom, and suddenly you're doing sci-fi stuff with your hands. AI is where Meta really separates itself from other smart glasses. Meta AI is fast, reliable, and genuinely useful. You can ask about landmarks, translate signs, set reminders, or get quick answers without touching your phone. On most models, AI talks back to you through audio, which is fine for simple stuff. The display takes it further by showing answers visually, which is a game changer for anything with steps or details. Recipes, instructions, lists. Seeing them makes AI feel way more practical. Controls are refreshingly simple on most models. A button for the camera, a touch strip for volume and calls, and voice for AI. After a day or two, it becomes second nature. The display's neural wristband is a whole different experience. Powerful, futuristic, but definitely something you need to learn. Audio is another underrated strength. These aren't headphones, but for open-ear speakers, they sound surprisingly good. Music, podcasts, and calls all work well, and you're never cut off from the world around you. Calls in particular are excellent, thanks to solid mic arrays that handle wind and noise better than you'd expect from glasses. Battery life is where real decisions happen. Gen 1 struggles to get through a full day. Gen 2 and HSTN absolutely nailed the balance long enough that you stop worrying about it. Vanguard pushes even further for active use. The display takes a hit here because of the screen, and that's something you need to accept if you want the futuristic experience. So here's the simple breakdown. If you want the safest, easiest recommendation, get Ray-Ban Meta Gen 2. If you want that same experience in a sportier design, go Oakley HSTN if you're actually doing sports and outdoor activities. Vanguard makes sense if you want the most futuristic smart glasses Meta makes, and you're okay paying for it. The display is genuinely exciting, and if you're just curious and want the cheapest way in, Gen 1 still works, just know its limits.